How challenging was it to make the character of Mike? You're just still laughing at Priest Hole.
Movie Hold?
Yeah.
Hole.
Oh, Movie Hole. Oh, I think you said Hold.
I was gonna give you the award for person that didn't laugh at the name of the website.
It's called Movie Hold.
Hold.
Like a watering hole, like a bar.
I was once offered a movie called Priest Hole. And it's about these holes that the priests used to hide in house, but even now I'm friends with that.
That didn't come on. That didn't sound right, dude.
I was just saying I was once offered a movie called Priest Hole. So Movie Hole reminded me of that, yeah.
This movie's very different from Priest Hole. Transition.
Yeah, great segue.
But the character of Mike is a bit of a challenge because he's an action hero. He's a tough guy. He's the badass. But he has this emotional depth. He has these demons that he's dealing with. How challenging was it to convey that?
Any role is challenging in a way. It was more challenging in creating it within the script. You know, how do you set that out that it's not too phony? Let's really dive into this character and see his pain, see the tragedy. He did a good thing, and yet he paid the price for it in service of his country and his president. And by the way, that's what life's like. It doesn't always work out the way you want it. And then you come into this movie where he's now in a position to protect the very people and the person that kind of, in a way, screwed him over. And it's caused all kind of, he's a caged animal at the beginning of this movie, sitting bouncing a ball on a computer screen, bored out his mind. And suddenly, he's in the White House there to do the thing he trained his whole life to do. So, you know, you put that together. You always have your character within you when you're doing the other stuff, so it just flows, you hope, naturally.
This film, I think you strived for authenticity because you felt a responsibility, I would say, right, to portray something that was such a sensitive subject.
Absolutely.
Would you say that you really wanted it to be a cautionary tale?
By nature, it's a cautionary tale, right? You're talking about attacking the White House, and if you're going to try to make it have any sense of reality to it, it certainly is going to be that. But, you know, first and foremost is entertainment, really, and it is, you know, and it is all about, you know, trying to get it right so that you feel something emotionally. I think if it didn't have that sense of cautionary believability, that you wouldn't have the same feeling. You know, all of a sudden you can easily dismiss it, but because it's easy to do that in a big action movie. But we needed it to be grounded, and we wanted you to feel it in your gut so that the movie had more substance for you. So that's why it becomes more of a cautionary tale, because obviously we're now trained to know that this could happen. We've experienced it now.
And would you say that the script changed dramatically from when you first had the first draft, and then when you researched by talking to people who actually worked in the White House and worked for the Secret Service?
Yeah, but the writers did a really good job. They really did, and you know, it was much more sort of sci-fi. It had a little more fluff to it. And then me and Jerry got together, and when he first brought me the script, and we sat down, and he told me what he was thinking, and we were in sync. It was like, let's just make it more real, more grounded, and a little scarier, and all that kind of stuff. And then we sat with Special Forces and Secret Service guys and Navy SEALs, and they helped us ground it a little bit more. So yeah, it changed quite a bit, but the writers did a really good job from the start. They did a good job.
Yeah, I mean, they created the whole bones of this ballsy attack, which is what grabbed both of us. When you start reading, you go, really? This is happening? And then you go, oh, actually, yeah, really. And we thought if we could grab that, pull it down, and you get the audience in like that, then when the dust settles around the White House, you got a movie, because you want payback. You're baying for blood, and yet there's nothing you can do at that point. So where do you go from there?